Alright guys, welcome back to the channel here. We've got a full assortment of stuff on the table here, and these all have something in common. And I'm going to show you what that is here. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so what all those items on the table, the D43 display, the drones, the FPV plane, what they had in common was the method to charge them direct from the factory. Whether they're a proprietary battery or an internal battery, all of those items required a USB to charge them. So what I'm getting at here, guys, is that's fine, especially with the toy grade stuff. We know we need to use a USB charger for the most part. There's other options, like for the JJRC, the Selfie Alfie, this one, the H47. You could buy aftermarket chargers like this USB one that's a 5 outlet, which will charge all 5 batteries at the same time. These I've heard are questionable with the safety of them, but I've had no problems with this one. But I'm only able to charge the JJRC batteries with that. So what I'm getting to here, guys, is you're limited to the amount of USB chargers you have available. And typically, at least I know in my house, I have quite a few, but they're all over the house. So whether it's your phone chargers like that, or maybe you have your outlets in your walls have a USB built in. That's kind of a newer thing I've been seeing. When I'm charging mine, I need to charge more than a few at a time. I have them spread all over the house. I don't like that. It's not ideal. You want to keep everything in one area when charging. So this leads into a new playlist that I've just created on my channel. It's called Gadgets and Gimmicks. I get approached quite often. Sometimes it's hobby related, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's an item that I've found just browsing the web. And I've already reviewed some of these. So you'll see this one. This is one that I was approached to review. It's a USB soldering iron. It works great. It's definitely not a gimmick. It's an actual item that does quite well with light duty soldering. So that's on my channel, and that's in the playlist. There's a couple other things currently in the playlist. But what I came across, I was messing around on Top Hatter. I'm just going to move some of this stuff aside. A couple weeks ago. I've never been on that website before, so I was messing around there. And I came across this item. This is basically a USB splitter for a computer. And right away, my mind started thinking, can I use this to charge my USB proprietary batteries? So I'm like, okay, well, if you know Top Hatter, it's an auction site. So I won this, all in $5 Canadian. What stood out to me on this thing was I'm able to isolate the individual USB ports with the toggle switches. It has a USB on the end here, and it also has an input for power. So I had to do some research. This came wrapped in bubble wrap in an envelope with no instructions, which is fine. I was able to do some research and find out that if you're using multiple here, it's best to have the USB plugged in. Obviously you need that to transfer data to your computer, and then the power outlet to keep everything powered up. Well, that's fine. I don't want to use it for that. We're using it to charge batteries. So through some trial and error, I figured it out. I found 5-volt adapter here with the proper plug on the end. So I'm going to plug that in. I'm going to use the USB with my cell phone adapter. And I have an outlet right below me here, so we're going to plug both those in. And you can see everything lights up. And what's nice about that is you can see we're isolating. We want to use that one, we just use that one. That's great that we can isolate the channels like that, but we want to make sure it works. So we'll start with the X12, the Propel X12. Plug in the charging station, plugged in like that, turn the switch on, and it's charging. Holystone Bolt B battery, put on the other end here. We're going to plug it in, light comes on, we're charging. Now this is by no means a way to fast charge. This is more of charging multiple batteries at the same time in one location. I do have another one of these on the way, and I'm going to have them both set up so I can charge 14 batteries if I want, right in one spot. That way they're not spread all over the house. What else? We've got the JJRC H47, the Alfie Plus. We can plug that in. That is charging. This one, the light comes on after it's charged. This one right here, this is for the Aurora, the Mavic Wi-Fi clone that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. We'll plug that in. Light turns on, we're charging. So we're charging 4 batteries right now. We can also, let's do the EX2 Mini, the eSheen EX2 Mini. We're now charging a 2-cell battery. Here's another little JJRC, a little mini drone, micro USB. That one's charging now. Other thing we can charge here, we've got the SEMA Sky Phantom battery. Very proprietary battery, very proprietary charger. We can get that all set up. Same thing, it's USB. Turn it, plug it in. That one's good to go. So we've got 7 different batteries right now being charged. We've got 6 1-cell batteries, we've got 1 2-cell battery. All are being charged off one dock here. Not only is it more convenient with everything here being in one spot, it's actually probably quite a bit safer than having LiPo batteries spread throughout the house. Alright guys, we're going to leave it at that. Make sure you check out the new playlist there, the Gadgets and Gimmicks playlist, where I'll be testing out items that I'm approached with, especially if they're related to the RC hobby. We're also going to be testing out some stuff that's questionable that I would consider a gimmick. But for now, if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button before you head out. And remember, don't be a stranger. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.